Why the hell is nobody blaming Charles for it? Oh goodness, the blue is blue there. Hey, welcome. This is the Brandathon, the Brandathon Strem. See what? How about what? A lot of the streams lately have been you can't do that because there's a tiny piece of music in the branding somewhere that triggers your copyright that you can't monetize. And now, while I personally don't give a if it monetizes or not, I know that I do care because subsequently, like I know the algorithm cares that it's more likely to show people if it's monetizable. And so I'm today we're going to go through an athon of the brandings to see therefore then which ones go through trigger. Oh, this one you can't use, this one, a branding sorting will result from the branding-a-thon. And I thought that would be fun for some reason.
That's about where we are right now. We're getting towards the crucifixion.
There you go.
Okay.
That's it. Go ahead, David. Your turn.
Ooh, that song. Here we go.
There's a train coming. You don't need no money. You just get on board. All you need is a space to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no money. You just thank the Lord.
Okay. Now today we have a very special event when it comes to the rolling of the savings throws on this Brandathon and/or Electric Dream Gold Cloak moment stream. You see, because yesterday we conducted an affair on the Discord, after which I mean, the thing itself was illicit enough, but then afterwards, we had a course in defense against the dark arts about revealing your information in a group setting on the internet in a Discord room conducted by a master class, really, Defense Against the Dark Arts course by Tyler and everybody who participated in that. So on today's savings throws, those of you who are in attendance for that event, while you get no bonuses to your savings throws against today's mind control, you get to make an additional choice upon which you will base your healing from yesterday's event, and you can use the number from that choice to recover hit points from the course conducted therein. I hope you all learned quite a lot. And remember, everybody, survival, social, wisdom, or heart. You choose between this one, that one, this one, or that one. If it comes up over 10, you made it. Half damage. Woo! And hit points if then. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Ooh, survivalist. Put a 9 for you. 9 for you. 9. Oh, what a travesty I'm seeing. I look below now and I see a travesty. Socialist with a 4. Just turn off the light. With a 4. A 4. Sophiologists, lovers of wisdom, and/or people who chose wisdom. Deuces, hard folks. Oh no, the natural one, no bonuses for you. Holy smokes. Hey, you indigo kids, though, you got a pair of chakras 14. Pair of chakras 14 for the indigo kids. How about that there?
Now we're stuck on this stupid tower in the middle of nowhere. And I don't blame you, and now we're stuck on this stupid freaking tower in the middle of freaking nowhere. And it's all my fault.
軽蔑してるよね。仕方ないよ。
Y es todo por mi culpa.
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention.
Oh my, J-Gat, and I wanted to give a special shout out to, this is the first time I've noticed Thomas Arundel out there in the hive mind. Welcome on board, Rascal and ship clerk and Ups and Mosley and Ups and howdy hey team with the Kale and Casual Carter. Check it. Hello, Sport. Hello, and Mills again. No, wait, Mills, and then this one, Casual Carters. We got a lot of casts. Now we have some flurry in the hive mind over some technicalities regarding the savings throws, where it seems some of the people in the hive mind have misinterpreted Cassandra's membership donation of +7 to savings throws with the indigo emoji as her choosing the indigo emoji publicly, which is verboten. And so that didn't happen. She didn't choose it. She gave you a +7, or whoever needed it. She put out 3 +7s with the power of YouTube channel membership. Sheesh.
What's reality? I don't know. When my bird was looking at my computer monitor, I thought, that bird has no idea what he's looking at. And yet, what does the bird do? Does he panic? No, he can't really panic. He just does the best he can. Is he able to live in a world where he's so ignorant? Well, he doesn't really have a choice. The bird's okay, even though he doesn't understand the world. You're that bird looking at the monitor, and you're thinking to yourself, I can figure this out. Maybe you have some bird ideas. Maybe that's the best you can do.
Well, you gotta cut that one off right there. So other than doing the masterful lots and lots of branding to see which ones get triggering on the copyright and stuff, I have two things. One of them is very, very special, and one of them is what's the other one? Really heavy mind control. Actually, is probably the best way to describe the other one. And also, we're launching currently at present an investigation into what the hell is wrong with my Kofi chatbot. It's been failing for multiple episodes now. People are giving me, and it's not showing, thereby encouraging you to participate in that way, and that's painful. So let's go see. We do have that. The link is in the thing for the Final Disciple VIP C12 at the September 15th birthday barbecue party with the bison and rhubarb pie. But you go over to the, what do you call it, the little cog-looking thing, and then you say integrations, maybe. What is that? Stream alerts, sort of. Is it in there? Is it in there? You're connected there. Let's do a test. Test alert. Does anything come up in the chat? No. And look, it's still broken. Thanks, Afriel, to confuse. What about the pre-stretch before the... Oh. We should have stretched more. We should have stretched more, says Afriel. Well.
So this is how bad I have failed this evening's throws for mind control. Dum 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 dum.
Oh no! You can't switch brandings in the middle of playing branding, you silly son of a... Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all. An error occurred. That's never good. What about the Howard Double VNA? Howard Double VNA? That's what it says. Turn the thumbnail off, man. WTF. Whoa, we got to talk about that too. Yeah, there's a little bit about that. All right, I guess just give through YouTube if you want your words heard. I'm sorry. And so, in the electric dream, woven to me by the devil's champion on the platform they call X, is a story of an England experiencing the first of the end of the internet in the Western world, where those are being jailed for Facebook posts and the whatnot. And while I have a mind control cap on the way that will help me with such things, I see it as the gold cloak moment for Great Britain. The way that Ned Stark thought that the power of the authority of right would be with him, but the gold cloaks went to the highest bidder, and they were betrayed. All the good guys get betrayed by the people supposed to be protecting them from the forces of darkness. That's happening in the world, and now we've delivered on the thumbnail. Because, see, in such a world where people are going to jail for Facebook posts, I believe that the most reasonable thing to do for most people like you is not to post, of course, but if you find yourself drawn into it and unable to resist, Be sure to start your post with the following preface. Preface. You put it at the front. In a dream I had once, and then, you're posting about a dream and not events you're not allowed to post about, right?
Remember, Embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
Well, it looks like we have some fun and exciting questions from the hive mind. Here on this August 10th, 2024 stream, the Brandathon stream, we're not talking politics. Did you know one of the banned words in the hive mind starts with a big T? Isn't that fun? This Electric Dream Gold Cloak moment, we kind of did already. But let's see what the chat hive mind is saying over here. I can figure this out, and birds aren't real. Obviously. The sieving throws. Yes, the famous Pastor Paul sieving throws. Mesmerizing. Other than Scott Adams always proclaiming that I'm a trained hypnotist, as if he's casting a spell on people with it, we don't really talk about mesmer or hypnotizing or those sorts of things the way we should, perhaps. At least I don't feel I know all about it, and we probably should, right? It's technology. Queen of Clubs from the casino deck, and Thomas Arundel with the deep dive into the abyss, and then the one with Paul.
So say we all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ho, ho, ho.
And take a walk. Kale asks if he can do some voice work for some future branding. Your entire podcast is voice work for future brandings. I don't know if you're aware of that. There's a team of reapers that will get anything they want, take it from anywhere they want. Now, Ariel Partisan asked a very distracting question. He says, does the Denim Wars Denny cap come with a tinfoil lined option? That makes me first want to investigate whether the shop feature is working on today's stream. It does appear to be. Share this tab and said you can click here. Let's see how this updated set Utopia Tea is working. There it is. Are you seeing this or no? No, you're not seeing. Here, click the right button. You sorry son of. Check this out. Not that son of a. This one. Well, actually, yes. You can check this one out. This is what happens if you're on the YouTube desktops and you click that shop button down there. You see right there. You click that, it takes you here. Well, that it makes this thing pop up where the chat is in the live shop, where you can get your Denimor's Denny hat, Kale not approved, or your Goose Bucket denim hat, Kale approved, oddly, or the new Serenity, Sincerity, you stupid, Serenity Utopia shirt that looks like this. T-shirts or underwear. That's right, for only $18.88. That can be yours now via the shop. Yay. Grift harder. Is that, do you have it loaded? Do you even have it loaded? No. LARP. We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. LARP. We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. That was a McMo one, I think. I believe that was a McMo masterpiece. I think that was his stylistic impression, signature thereof. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brandathon stream. You've seen it and you'll see more. This one you will see no more unless we can get someone to fix it. I discovered in today's rendition that there's about 7 seconds of this that belongs to someone else. And it's from a beautiful series of brandings by Rascal, which I really wished everybody would follow suit with, where she made one for each of the beautiful dyes you get to choose from. The one we have to lose fix is
like love. Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses every.
Oh no, there is some maleficent troll in the hive mind chat. In the hive mind, how do you know they're maleficent? Well, they're calling you out on this, where's it at? Man, you should have loaded it up, right? Shh, this one. There is one. Look at him. That new guy, Yorondel, he's calling me out for the grift. And so I've taken the liberty of journeying over to my own channel, searching for beggars there, and recommending therefore then to him to stream beggars, buskers, grifters, and shills, so that you can understand where you can go buy things for him. I know there was a project that was going to be under there that's not now because somebody got knocked up or something. Brand. Remember, Embody. There is no agency. We want what's best for you. In short, I've put it to the public before whether or not I'm a beggar, a busker, a grifter, or a shill, and the cult leader is really the only answer that came back.
Like love. Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
Being the inclusiveness of all people, you have to respect where this came from. You have to respect the older values based on collective emotional systems, collective emotional responses over time. And here's a quote by Pirsig. What people value can never be contained by any intellectual formula. So to integrate the good parts of this new awareness of socialism, potentially such as healthcare, some education benefits, definitely the idea that everyone is of equal value, into the capitalist system, you need something like mutual respect and collaboration. It's not all or nothing like the pundits keep insisting. But the problem is it's not happening. And there doesn't seem to be a way to make it happen, and there's a total impasse. So what are we going to do? Well, maybe now all we've got is ourselves. So there's a quote in Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance that I love. The future is going to be changed by individuals making quality decisions, and that's all. And then after that quote, he goes on to say, God, I don't want to have any more enthusiasm for big programs full of social planning for big masses of people that leave individual quality out. So it seems like all we can do is change ourselves right now to do our best to live a quality existence, and hope it catches on. So I hope that made sense.
Like love. Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
Survival is a nice bottom line. That which promotes survival is good. There's a problem in there too, though, because survival of what? Maybe the survival of human beings is to bind us with machines. Well, is that us? Well, what is us? What is a human being? We're going to get to that in a minute. Remember, survival is supposedly the bottom line. But survival exactly of what? And see, I would argue the Greeks said, well, eternal life is the story going forward.
You know what? Strange theology. You have inspired me because you see, wait, I like, well, you don't have the Amazon link ready. And what is one of these things? This, you started this comment by Cassandra that says, maybe someone will come as the general at one of these things. And you said, what's one of these things? Why, it's encountering face to face. That's right. One of these things is encountering face to face. A 3-day conference in Olympia, Washington, hosted by Grail Country. It features guest speakers Dr. Michael Martin, Paul Vanderclay, Dr. Chris Green, Karen Wong, Rafe Kelly, Graham Pardoon. But in breakout estuary sessions is rumored to be the general himself, as well as Grail Country Nate and or those people. You might end up sitting around in an estuary group with those people. Who knows? For only $200 or $300 if you want to go to the barbecue on Thursday. The barbecue on Thursday is not to be confused with the VIP 12 disciple seats we're having to my birthday party on Sunday, which is bison barbecue with rhubarb pie that we're auctioning off or unlocking at least the 12th ticket. It turns out that we have seat 7 available to distribute. That's confusing right now. Branding. Did you do the spitting one yet? Did I do the spitting one yet, guys?
Like love. Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
I'm not. We're going to end up, if we continue down this vein of tit for tat, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Okay. Talking about proportionality, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound really harsh because I don't know how to say it any other way. Life sucks, and then you die. Okay. You're always going to get spit on. I'm going to get spit on because I'm a Christian. Kezi's going to get spit on because he's a Jew. Okay. And we're all going to suffer some kind of oppression in our life. And if that's the thing that, if we're going to start keeping score on our oppression, which is what most of the world is doing today, actually, then we're going to make ourselves miserable and we're going to fail to live. And we won't be able to love either. We'll forget how to love.
Yes, in fact we can. But before we do, if you're somebody who's already going to this thing and you're committed to going to this thing and you're one of the people who have scored a seat among these, look, here you go. Here's your chance to see the top VIP guest list for Grimm's birthday party. All you dirty spies and agents. Ready, set, ha-pa-da. If you're one of the people on the list and you're willing to be a part of the promotional material for seat 12, please let me know. Please let me know. Now, what I know the copyright guys are going to catch. Now, it is quite the mystery to me. I don't at all understand. Rascal! Thank you. Why I suddenly feel the urge to visit our good friend Miriam. And what is this? There's a weird word on the screen already. What is that one, eh? Oh, she does not. No. The answer is no, Upcycle. We cannot get Miriam to pronounce Hayacity. Hey, but let's try this. We go over to our foreigner. We have a foreigner on deck. Here she is. We stick it in there. Right? Now say it.
Hecate.
What?
Hecate.
Hey, Hecate. What?
Haxiity.
Haxiity. I like the way you say it, English lady. The German lady.
Hecate.
What about the Latin lady?
Aegeiti.
Oh, the Latin dude.
Aegeiti.
Oh, it sounds like it's the Aegeiti if you're Latin. That's kind of cool because the I Ching, right?
Hericity.
Hericity? Whoa. Whoa, it turns into hericity if you say it in Latin. That's mess. Thanks, Ups, for all your boy howdy, you keep me going, and you make us all feel virtually not alone, like a Denim Wars Denny inspired bubble. Behold, oh look, you have a weird card. You're just clicking things now.
Remember, there is no agency. We want what's best.
All mankind is dominated by a sun disk. Domination. To the right. Domination. It is frail. The dream has its own limitation. Let's get back to your dream. What does the dream say?
We need more psychology. We need more understanding of human nature, because the only real danger that exists is man himself.
Domination is frail. The anima is the female element of the male unconscious. All right, I want to go back into it just for a little bit more. What is happening and what is involved, what is available to you but are participated at the top of the hive mind there. Bubbles. And you see, it's a day I turned 47, and we play D&D on the internets, but for the first time, me and Nate Heil and our good friend Slicarius, we playing D&D together in the person, after the Encountering Face-to-Face event, the official event, which you can attend, ends on the 14th, and this event, the VIP event, is on the 15th. And while you get your tickets for the VIP events through this system, technically you don't have to attend the event at all to be part of the VIPs, where we now know that Afriel and Clara will also be in attendance. And I can tell you by what's on this card, if you knew who else was going to be there, you would even more want to be there. It's going to be a fabulous time. You can refuse the D&D. You don't have to roll any dice. But for those of you interested, Sicarius and I will be involved in the Dungeons and Dragons type game. We might use a simpler system. Shh, they won't know the difference, but you know. No, what? Stop it.
It appears the assassins have failed.
Hi, I'm General Griswold Gaius Grim. Please excuse my haeicity. Oh, the reason this is still up is because if you're one of the people in attendance at the event, it turns out I have a gift for some of you. And while I considered I considered just giving it to the VIPs. I thought better of it. I thought, you know what needs to happen with this special gift you have is it needs to be distributed to people wearing the merch you run into at the event. The first 6 people I run into at the event wearing any of the LARPgate Agent Gear Store merchandise will be entitled to receive, even if they choose to pass it on to a loved one, a copy of Through the Fire, A Pilgrimage of Poetry by our good friend Nolan Watson. And you can get your copy at the Amazon link I'm dumping in the Hive Mind chat now. But the copy available to people caught in the merch will be one I've written something in. Somewhere on the pages within the books I distribute at the event, at this event, are going to have a secret message from me. And boy, if you're an agency monitoring this group, you sure want to get your hands on one of these now, eh? Let's read the sample poem from Nolan over here. Oh, that one's got... This one's called Anchor Your Eyes Above. Here, show them this so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, yes, it looks like this if you're doing right buying it. If you're doing well buying it, it looks just like this. Okay, here we go. Anchor your eyes above. Asleep on the sand, head in a heat wave, water at your feet retreats and proceeds, reminds you to breathe. You gasp and expel the bitter burden in your chest beneath a new sky. You breathe your first breath. Screams drift into silence, seabirds soar above. Icy limbs thaw, eyes adjust to the light as you begin to pull yourself upright. From an obscure horizon, a mountain arises. Relieved but not recovered, a new frontier in focus. Sand clinging to your skin, panic still resides within, waits below the waves, ready to pull you down into its depths. You need not walk on water. You need only remember.
Sitting here on my phone, the internet is where I roam. And my chat is in the zone. I'm literally not alone. The devices that I own, reading clips with the flow. As a needy indigo, this corner's now my home.
Whoa, welcome. This is the Electric Dream Gold Colloque moment, the Brandathon stream. We're working through a whole bunch of the branding, so at the end of it all, I can go through and see which ones YouTube doesn't like. Here's one I hope we can keep because I sure like the mood it sets.
It's a whisper in your ear, now listen here. Remember, Embody, it's all so clear. No hidden strings, no puppeteer. We're by your side, have no fear. I cherish truth. I cherish truth. Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
By the power of a super sticker, we get to do something so fun, and so foreign to members of the Blue Church. I can't help but help. Hey, Mark Parker, help but wonder what the Blue Church card of the show is going to be. Thank you, Norman. Thank you, Norman. Thank you so much for this. Blue Church card of the show is the six of spades. Interesting enough. Norman drops in with the super sticker right after this secret message. And what does that guy say to you? Because to me, it says he's a circus monarch saying hello. That's what it says to the Grimstein, according to Mills. Oh boy. Okay, more branding, because it's all gonna play today, baby. And some of it may even play twice. You like the cats, right? Oh no. Well, at least that one was a Franco, right? You're being consistent there. I gotta just pick one and load it, because you're flopping over here, dude. Just shut up there, and we'll load that one too. All right. What happened was, Cassandra says, my husband keeps asking me what I'm watching. How do I explain this? Now, there's two angles of approach, because there was a time, and there's an opportunity involved with this -little-corner.com. Check in on the Broken Clock Tower Discord about that mofo. But there was a time when everybody did I'm trying to explain Grimgriz video. We got one from Chad and Gavin, I remember for sure, but I think there was at least one or two more out there. It was quite fascinating. Here's one from Franco. All right, here's the next portion of the show. I don't know if I'm casting it, we're actually accomplishing the intention of our ritual in this, but I sure hope it is. So let's find out.
The list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room?
I want to cast Magic Missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet.
I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
wait, no, this tab instead. Share this tab instead, and then make it 150. What? Yes, they'll understand. But no, not that 150. This 150. What's going? No, okay. Well, whatever. We'll put it up like this. Okay, so what? Oh, and you didn't even. Oh man.
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everybody. Okay, all right. So what happened was something rare and momentous, actually, and that's one of Muppet's doozies of a comment, and he dropped it off on our beautiful material reality of spiritual warfare stream. And since it is such an epic thing like this, and I didn't have time to feed it to the AI algorithms to do this part for me, I'm just gonna read it or see what happens. Now, I haven't read it yet, so I read through it once, and I don't remember if I endorse it or not. So assume I don't endorse the words that are about to come out of my mouth, and it's just a matter of reciprocal attention and gratitude for such effort put forth on such a lowly platform as my comments for a mere +5 to the following stream saving throws, right? Religio, to bind repeatedly, or religare, to read repeatedly. In either sense, it is the logos which drives the connection between the nodes in the system, which represent the soul-to-soul contact, which can become misaligned or may be untenable. The difficulty comes from this Trinity/love talk. The reason there's a Trinity is that at any given moment, a person sits in consideration of two relationships and acts as judge. Like to build up from the logical foundation, there is the word, which is the notion of consideration which can be shared. With the word, there is an outside of an existence rather than a continuous now in which experience is fluid and animal. The next step from the word is the notion of the mirror plane of the observation versus the reality. We stand on one side of a mirror watching the universe go by, and in the Tao Paisley we can be white or black, and it as good as the other. Both are mold and form and exist as a boundary layer between two sides of equal realness. You can say that one such boundary is love and hate, for example, but that's not how it works. From one side,
It's a river of slime!
What makes you assume that I'm not about to feed you all to the crocodile? What makes you assume that I'm not about to feed you all to the crocodile? What makes you assume that I'm not about to feed you all to the crocodile?
That's very exciting.
Hello. I see the assassins have failed.
Wow. We interrupt this stream to try and figure out this comment from Embody Art. Good to see you. Welcome to the Hive Mind. VNA of TLC is like Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch to Bubbles. What does that make of you, sir? What does that make of you? And now some more of the Muffet. Man, it's hard to say Muffet. It's easier to say Muffet, but it says Cosmic Muffet 1053. Okay. From one's own side of the mirror boundary, the side on which you sit is love and the other is hate. That's the nature of the adversarial condition in duality. It's also the reason for original sin, the fall, and the Trinity. The Trinity grows out of duality because in duality the observer has a connection to two sides of the duality. So if the triangle is love, hate, and the soul, then the soul has a relationship to love and hate, but it does not participate in the relationship between love and hate, where their conformal structures are a boundary layer between two sides of equal significance. The soul can place itself at the boundary layer as a judge and make assumptions about that relationships, but it is a third party to it, which is why the Trinity, as expressed in Christianity, is a man, an absolute pagan-style creator deity, and the Holy Spirit. Anointed man sits in judgment between the Creator and creation. The Creator sits in judgment between man and the creation. The creation sits in judgment between man and the Creator. They are all one because the system in which people find themselves is all one. Yet we know that our interiors are entirely about the tension between points of view, states of mind, urges, memories, physical states, and whatever else we can pile on. We bind and rebind, or read and reread in order to transpose ourselves between different places of judgments, not necessarily as a merry-go-round, but as the mechanical act of free will. We sit in judgment between love and hate, not because love is the highest thing and we must always put it first. That's a judgment and a false idol. Love as an impulse described by the goofball discussing children whose lives are suffering is one such case of love and hate being a boundary layer in which judgment attempts to find itself. A child in that hopeless condition serves as what? A symbol for God to teach others? What prospect does that child have to fulfill? Something. Yet we must accept that this circumstance is put before us. In God's plan, as far as we know, that child is meant to be eaten by an animal, a predator whose purpose is to end such suffering and to do so without malice or prejudice, only an interest in keeping calorie input relatively higher than calorie output. People create a wall around that process to take over, and then study the condition. Reaping the blood from someone like that is an exploratory step in finding the boundary layer between love and hate, life and death, suffering and productivity. Suffering and productivity is opposites. Is interesting, right? And we have to continually move through our seats of judgment to avoid the limitations of our instruments, which leave us stuck in a perspective which says, I know what love is, to preserve this child in their suffering until the choice is taken out of my hands by circumstances, such as disinterest, disease, or sneaky leopards. There are many cases in life where you can't just stand still and perfectly create some effect. When using tools, creating art, or moving in the world, it is the aggregate of changes which gives us the virtualized perspective, which is superior to the error-prone limitations of our senses and sensibilities and prides and prejudices and Downton Abbey. All right, you can go find the rest on the thing. That was great. Thank you very much. Right? Right.
Hello, everybody. This is Karen at The Meaning Code, where we explore the structures of the universe to discover the metaphors that uncover the hidden reality.
LARP! We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. LARP! We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. That was was a McMo one, I think. I believe that was a McMo masterpiece. I think that was his stylistic impression, signature thereof. Okay. And then, when branding takes a dark turn.
Maybe there's only we're not. Okay. Where are we at on? Is there any confusion on what you all think?
Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead.
The desert bodies souls of the Nephilim who were killed during the flood that gave into human bodies when angels had sex rituals with humans in the antediluvian who are now trying to distract human beings from God and seek their own destruction so that humans don't ever get elevated above angels in the age to come. Isn't that complicated?
Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, he's just like, yep. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead.
So then, of course, there is a level line. The difference between God and us is God always says exactly what it means. We never can.
Oh man, it's like almost I know what's coming up, and I think you need another set of savings throws. If only somebody that was tier 3 or higher in our membership tier structure had the ability to invoke a new set of savings throws, and if only they were in the hive mind at the present. Oh my. Agency deck card of the show is the Ace of Diamonds again. Wow, good to see you. Makes me feel like the here. But no, he hasn't yet, and so the darkness continues, courtesy of McMo.
But as long as there were only like 1 or 2 of them at a time, I could sort of manage. And I had the same issues with, often with church people, because having an unmedicated schizophrenic in the back of the church is not a strategy for seeker-sensitive ministry.
Clip that.
Yeah, there you go, Chris. You can clip that. Having an unmedicated schizophrenic in the back of the church is not a strategy for seeker-sensitive ministry.
Clip that.
Someone will walk in, I remember. So then we had when someone would knock on my door and want to talk for 2 hours, my schedule could handle it.
My schedule could handle it.
So I talked for 2 hours. So I listened for 2 hours. And that was it. And in many ways, all the internet randos are just, you know, basically get what all the homeless randos used to get.
We're the new homeless.
Yeah. Oh wow. It's true.
I taught you how to clip, right?
So,
How do you do a clip mail for me? You can like make a clip and then tweet it and then add Pastor Paul to say clip mail.
Hey, Pastor Paul.
Are you saying we should LARP as adults
with like civic, human, responsible duties? Why to do it again? Like, that's really what we're trying to do. And give and act like fully mature men for the benefit of everyone. For the benefit of everyone, you said. Is that part? LARP like grown men for the benefit of everyone?
Is that what you're recommending people do on the other side of the LARP gate, Pastor Paul?
My question to you. Sir, from this side of the LARP gate, where
Basically get what all the homeless randos used to get.
We're the new homeless.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, so that's and it's lamentable because I
All right, everybody. We have a special situation. We're here where somebody who is tier 3 or higher has invoked a bonus savings throw roll for your mind control against the branding here to follow in this giant Brandathon stream. Also, we get one convenient YouTube video where all the ones that trigger copyright are in one place. One place. Anyway, against this mind control Brandathon, plus the one other thing you wanted to go over. Yeah, there should be one more. You get your bonus savings throw. As you know, you get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart. I roll over 10 bonus. Yay! Under 10. Oh. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Cheers. Oh, survival is doing much better, I think. That's a prime 19 for you. Socialist still gonna need a bonus. Hive mind chat'll do. That's an 8. 8 for the socialist. Lovers of wisdom, sliding and safe. You've made your savings throw. That's a 10. Heart, folks. Better, I think. That's a trinity for you. Go figure. And indigo, kids, half a 20. Half a 20 for you. Congratulations. And buddy, here's some nice branding, right? Maybe.
So I'm punching out for the day.
This is actually more like just a video Rascal made than branding.
So I'm punching out for the day. And then I have a prayer that I say. And I might even ask for God to help me see these things in prayer.
Don't you think there's also a way that gratitude transforms us? I mean, gratitude sort of rewrites the past, changes the story. The more gratitude that we have, the more it sort of transforms our story.
A connection between memory, attention, and prayer. That there's a through line there with those concepts. Do either of you have any thoughts on that, or?
Well, I think these are prayers that we don't even know that we utter. I think that happens, when you get to see a through line, like Michael just described, right? When you get to look back over your life, God willing that you live long enough to be able to do that, and you see that happening, you realize that there is a prayer there that actually came from you, but wasn't prayed by you. at that realization, one utters a prayer of gratitude, right? Because then one is made aware of that process in which they were engaged. And engaged is actually a really good word. It's like a train, you know. You've clicked into something and it's pulling you up that hill, and you don't even know.
It's the connection to your wild twin or guardian angel.
The recent events have caused me to return to verbal prayers. There's been an evolution of my prayer history. I used to do it, and then at one point I decided that, well, it's just your will be done, man. I don't even know. And so I quit. And then there was like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with the praying, so I'll just like go feel what's in my heart and like broadcast that and let that be my prayer. But recently the events have driven me back to asking for things and requesting things, and part of that process, I started with the Lord's Prayer, and that's a great one. But lead us not into temptation, because we know how that ends. But also one thing that happened was the initial prayer I was invoked into, even though my family was particularly irreligious, was the now I lay me down to sleep prayer. And it's traditional, or as I was taught, that you ask for protection for those you love. And as I reinitiated that practice, it reminded me, I noticed that it was basically you reminding yourself of the people you care about enough to include in that, hey, God, watch out for these guys part. And that I've found to be particularly potent. Even like whether or not the prayers work or there is any actual protection, just the practice of remembering, of bringing to your own mind those that you care enough about to include in that, it does. I don't know. For me, I suppose it refocuses me on what has proven to be important over it's the care. It reminds you of the care you have, and if nothing else, perhaps that is potent. Oh, that's the end of that there. Guess what? Found the other thing I wanted to show you. Something meaningful that somebody else made. Hey, share this tab instead. No, present. You have to turn it back on. Oh, son of a... For my good friend D-Wayne. This doesn't know us at all.
We don't need men's mental awareness, men's mental health awareness month. Is that what they call it? We need men's grow a set month. We need men stop whining month. Now, I know things are hard for some of you. I know things are extremely difficult for some of you. Things have been hard for me around here. I don't get on here and post it. I'm not going to now. But we all go through it. And that's the reason I'm talking to you tonight. Sometimes you look at people on the screen and you think that's distant and they're separated and they're not going through what you're going through. Listen, man, we all go through it. We all go through it. I've had folks get on here and comment, Dwayne, you don't look good, man. You look tired. You look sad. You look this, you look that. Look, I go through life just like you do. Okay. I have battles just like you do. I stand between my family and the world just like you do. And I take the beatings so they don't have to, just like you do. Sometimes I have to stand between the church and my family so they don't have to. And I take those beatings so that my family don't have to. Sometimes I stand between myself and my family because I'm just a human too. And sometimes we as men, we have to take the reality of what we are, and we have to take it and we have to crush it down and we have to put it inside and we have to shove it down. Why? Because we have to protect our family from us.
I saw you toss the kites on high and put the birds about the sky, and all around I heard you pass like lady skirts across the grass. Oh, wind a blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so loud a song. I saw the different things you did, but always you yourself you hid. I felt you push, I heard you call, I could not see yourself at all. Oh, wind a blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so loud a song. Oh, you that are so strong and cold to blow, where are you, young or old? Are you a beast, a field, a tree, or just a stronger child than me? Oh, wind a blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so loud a song.
Oh no! Hi, everybody. You're at the Brandathon stream, Grim Grizz. I think it's Saturday, maybe even August 10th, 2024. Electric Dream Gold Cloak moment was that dream you had once about where people were getting arrested in Great Britain for social media posts, and you dreamt that meant that was the first sign you were going to lose the sort of access you've been enjoying to the internet, where you could exchange such free thoughts with each other without reprisal. And that age is coming to a quick end. It's good you're meeting up in the Pacific Northwest. 10 of clubs is the Shenandoah Valley deck of the card. You guys know, right? Oh, man.
Remember it.
This agency. We want
Okay, but the Brandathon part is me going together playing most of the brandings all at once. So I have one fancy place to see which ones trigger the copyright strike.
Now what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime? I don't know.
And continuing the ones you got the savings throws against.
It is an awful responsibility which has come to us. We thank God that it has come to us. We thank God that it has come to us instead of to our enemies. And we pray that He may guide us to use it in His ways and for His purposes.
Captain Behan, what was your most outstanding experience on this historic flight?
I suppose it was when the clouds opened up over the target at Nagasaki. The target was there pretty as a picture. I made the run, let the bomb go. That was my greatest thrill.
The bomb in this case will be the following three brandings selectively selected to first make you feel like you should trust us, and then put the most catchy bit in followed through with something you should stick around and find out. Watch.
Manipulation techniques can be subtle or overt and are used to influence or control others. What if I told you there's a hidden world of manipulation around us? In the next few seconds, you'll learn some key ways people manipulate without you even noticing. First, there's the foot in the door technique. Start with a small request and escalate. Next, there's guilt tripping, making you feel responsible for someone else's problems. Another one is gaslighting, making you doubt your own reality. Then, love bombing, overwhelming someone with affection to gain control. Social proof is used too. Everyone's doing it, so you should too. Don't forget fear-mongering, using fear to influence decisions. Anchoring is another, using initial information to set the tone for further discussion. Lastly, there's reciprocation, making you feel obligated to return a favor. Awareness is your first line of defense. Know the techniques, recognize the signs. Hit the like button if you found this useful.
They'd like to hear from me before I go.
Can I just say I'm really sorry. I called your channel impenetrable. He loves that. That'll probably be the theme. That'll probably be the theme of his next live stream. He loves it.
When you figure it out for yourself, it's yours. If I tell you, it's mine.
Hi, this is Paul, and I'm...
Stay right here with Grim Grizz on Virtually Not Alone.
The thing we know about kayfabe is that he's a dog, and also it's participatory. And I think there's a difference we have going on, where one side acknowledges it, and they participate knowing that it's rigged, right? And then there's the other ones are just participating, they're playing along, they know it's rigged. There's a thing here going on where your acceptance of how to interface with kayfabe, how to participate in kayfabe, whether or not that includes the fact that it's fake and scripted or not, is it play? I don't. You know, like I said, this was the edge of my thinking aloud. So the archetype, at least as far as I can tell, that I'm trying to manufacture as a TV station as part of mass media propaganda, is that of us as fire ants coming together in small intentionality networks that will eventually achieve synchronic harmony. Hermio. We're into the sea of bullshit, forming small networks that will eventually come online. Now, I don't, but you want to be an ant? You've got a shitty architect to Zoe? What the hell else do you have out there? Nothing.
Okay, and now, in celebration, I suppose, of this stream existing, I'm swinging by ye old Broken Clock Tower Discord to the only section you probably should have that's not muted, called the disclaimer, and dropping off the link that will put you on stream and on stage with me if you want to help us get through this Brandathon together. Your opportunity is now. If there's still no one that takes advantage of said opportunity by the 6 of the central o'clocks, that opportunity will close. But for now, we proceed. Oh, wait, that must mean it's over. Yes.
Big hubbub about the God particle and the Higgs boson field. When he submitted his paperwork, it had infinity in it. That it was part of an infinite field. Essentially fabric of the universe. And that's where you would find these particles. And they made him cut out the infinite field part before they do the test. Before they approved the experiment. But the Higgs boson particle, the God particle, is the particle that determines the mass of the other particles, which is essentially a particle that makes mass matter. It's matter when it's mass, and that's the particle that gives the other particles mass. And if that's love, then the universe is made from infinite love on a fabric of the universe level.
Okay, now I can vibe with that.
So that's the foundation of my reality, and then the conspiracy stuff is all built from that substructure.
So what's...
It's like, oh man, you gotta go play Hitler? I want to play Hitler. Incarnation, bro. Just suck it up and be Hitler, whatever. That's what you gotta play this. That's your role for this. Incarnation, bro. Just suck it up and be Hitler, whatever. I mean, we get attached to being this collection of the way things, of the way this meet.
The lived experience of a community, whatever you want to call this, right? If a catechism isn't a sort of a natural outgrowth of worship and culture, then then it's like it's alien.
I think she's a little puzzled so far. She's indulging me. Although some of the money I give, I don't know. She saw Grizz's channel and saw that I was giving him a little money here and there. That tap might get turned off. Have to have a secret account. Because he says some stuff.
In reading great literature, I become 1,000 men and yet remain myself. Like a night sky in the Greek poem, I see with a myriad eyes, but it is still I who see. Here, as in worship, in love, in moral action, and in knowing, I transcend myself, and am never more myself than when I do. In reading great literature, I become 1,000 men and yet remain myself. Like a night sky in the Greek poem, I see with a myriad eyes, but it is still I who see. In reading great literature, I become 1,000 men and yet remain myself. Like a night sky in the Greek poem, I see with a myriad eyes, but it is still I who see.
The list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast Magic Missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile. Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
But he's overcoming something rather than, a true marksman will look at the arrows available and say, if I want to hit the target, I'll pick the best arrow so that I can hit the target. A true marksman might say, all of these arrows are crap. This arrow is at least crappy in a way that I can work with. But he's overcoming something rather than, a true marksman will look at the arrows available and say, if I want to hit the target, I'll pick the best arrow so that I can hit the target. A true marksman might say, all of these arrows are crap. This arrow is at least crappy in a way that I can work with.
Hey. All right, still nobody, huh?
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny.
We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Just lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our aging.
See?
Processing. Welcome, Embody. You're dreaming in the electric dream right now. Really, it's an alternate layer of consciousness beyond the internet. Don't you think? Don't you think? But more importantly, it's the Brandathon stream, where we're just mainly going through an ashload of branding. Nobody has jumped into the volunteer shotgun seat, which I guess I must be intimidating or something. Hello. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. I see the Well, bye, Saint Theodore Abu Kura. How you doing, Stephen? You're now post-baptism, am I right? Isn't that a fresh and exciting thing now that you're after that? What's being after that like? Oh, well, we have a jump out, Michigan deck card of the show. That's it. That's the deck. That's the card. It's the 4 of clubs. You'll tell us what that fella is, won't you? You need some signal and not enough noise, right, Arundel? What? You were saying horrible things I couldn't highlight earlier. I apologize for that. Ow! Always good to see you. Okay, yes, 3 months after. 3 months after. What are the catastrophic side effects? Perhaps. What has been birthed?
Remember, Embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
Okay, thank you for enduring us through a branding-a-thon. I mean, really, you're with us, and that really means something special. So, we're encouraging, not encouraging, we're including the following bonus surprise for you, and that is, I've been psychically contacted through a medium that my medium piece might have been vocalized by someone of lesser talent than myself. And if you're going to have a vocalized reading of one of my ancient ass, who the hell knows how long ago I used medium pieces, why don't you get it from me? So it's from it's October 18, 2022, a medium piece reading by me called If You Must Wank It. It should just take us 3 minutes, according to that. Here it goes. Oh, look, it's got a cutout you made from the Promethea graphic novels you gave to Jonathan Pageau. Isn't that neat? If you if you must wank it. Oh no, you can't just let them have it in a branding-a-thon. Right. In order to give us a proper celebration of this work, we're also going to be doing an interpretive fourth wall breaking along with the reading, as is appropriate, because it's like, I don't even know if I go into the backstory of Promethea herself in this, and her existence in Alan Moore's graphic novel series by penultimate name. But the nature of her as her superpowers as you write her into existence, and then she possesses your body. And so invoking her image thusly is probably me writing in her voice, not my own. And there's that cognitive distance available to be disclosed. Bonus casino card deck of the show. 9 of clubs. That one's for Promethea, probably. All right, there it goes, reading now. If you must wank it. Hey there, squirt boy. And I'm not an angel. Not exactly. My name's Promethea. Can you stand? Pardon me for injecting thoughts all over something so intimate. But look at you, you self-pleasuring wretch. You deserve it. If they've got you trained through your beast body to spill the divine seed of creation into a sock or a tissue, gah, it'd be so much better if you spilled it on the literal ground. You're probably such a cognitively lazy piece of trash you have to watch young girls get abused to do it. Oh no? You're the stepmother type? Anyway, I'm going to insist that you buck up and quit making bad sacrifices. Before I get to your too long didn't read point, you drivenless worm. When you wank it to Promethea. Turn off your damnable digital leash and deny the NSA another picture of your O face. Go someplace where you can actually be alone and summon her. Invite her to take embodiment in your imagination and give your seed to her. To those of you that would question my motives for such a request, good for you. Those other guys have their pants down already. With regard to the ethics of the request, if a man is to make a beast of himself, what fault is there in putting a plow to him and making him of use? My personal motives, however, are as follows. I ended up trolling in a weird little corner of the internet formed by the Vesica Pisces of Jordan Peterson and Western Christianity, trying to get churches to sponsor paintball teams to help get kids off video games. Long story. In this corner, though, there's a guy named Jonathan Pageau. He's kind of playing Robin to Jordan Peterson's Batman 2 years ago, tweeting their pictures of Daily Wire adventures in Jerusalem and such. And as any good associate of Peterson would, Jonathan is exploring all sorts of product options, including a crowd-funded foray into graphic novels, double inversion storytelling, double inversion storytelling, he calls it. Well, I've been in this corner of the internet for a while, and I have this spicy clip from a podcast he did with a graphic artist who goes by Owen Cyclops. In that spicy clips, he calls Alan Moore his nemesis. Alan Moore is a self-professed black magician. If I recall the interview I saw correctly, it's a testament to the power of I am magic. And while I'm happy to say that none of us are muggles and that words are magic, in this case, I mean it quite literally. Check out the ending lyrics of Highbury Working if you're not yet convinced. He has recently released a collection of short stories, Illuminations. Bertram Annam, a year past. What the hell, dude? Who wrote this shit? Oh, anyway, it goes on. Here's the link. It said 3 minutes, but I guess that person reads faster than me. Here's some more brandings. What?
It is not easy to grasp this point, but the point must be grasped if we are to know more about the ways in which the human mind works. Man, as we realize if we reflect for a moment, never perceives anything fully or comprehends anything completely. He can see, hear, touch, and taste, but how far he sees, how well he hears, what his touch tells him, and what he tastes, depends on the number and quality of his senses. These limit his perception of the world around him.
Oh, look, and with regard to the Brandathon and the branding in this electric dream gold cloak stream, the thing is that if you're making a branding, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's usually a signature that one adds to the branding to indicate that it's theirs. Over time, people come to know you by your signature and appreciate you for your work. That's standard practice. I don't know if that gets mentioned in this clip promoting Playing With Us. With regard to making Grimgris free branding, it's called If I'm a Peacock, You Gotta Let Me Fly.
The Virtually Not Alone project is so much fun because I get to feel like I'm a part of something. And I have an aim, there's a goal and a purpose when doing it. And it makes me, it helps me exercise and think and do different things that I really enjoy doing as far as art goes. So anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Love ya.
Wait. That's unfortunate. But now, since we're time traveling, I can upload it now. Right after.
Sitting here on my phone, and that is where I roam. And my chat is in the zone. I'm thinking being not alone.
places that I own, reaping cliffs with the flow. As a needy indigo, this corner's now my home.
Okay, dokie, enough for me, enough for you. Bye-bye.
Understanding why the truckers and the people who support them are so, are so committed to this position. What do you want to say to the truckers themselves?
Keep your heads, gents. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Know what you're doing. Producing a community there, cleaning up the streets, trying to care for the homeless, keeping a playful spirit about this, that's crucial. To do it with a sense of play, that's a sign of mastery. It's a very difficult thing to obtain, and don't let your frustration translate itself into violence. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Keep your heads, gents. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Log resting on what you do.
Right.
What you do.
Right.
Every single one of you, eyes open, like ethical stands forward. Caution, bravery, truth, care. So far, truckers have exemplified the fundamental Canadian, what would you call it, ethic of decency. And ethos. That's not nothing. Yeah, there's an ethos, the ethos of decency. And we're in times where sudden events can produce catastrophic consequences. And so keep your heads. If you're on the side of the right and the good and the true, it will prevail. It will prevail. It will prevail if you can tolerate the intermediary heat. So don't explode prematurely and keep aiming up. Keep your heads, gents. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Keep your heads, gents. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Caution, bravery, truth, care. Caution, bravery, truth, care. Keeping a playful spirit about this. Keeping a playful spirit about this. Don't take the bait. So, grandmas, calm down, calm down. So, grandmas, calm down, calm down. Clear heads will prevail. Clear heads will prevail. If you're on the side of the right and the good and the true, it will prevail if you can tolerate the intermediary heat. You can also tell them to be reassuring and to say, because this is what the politicians should be saying, it's like, look, to all of you who are afraid, there is plenty to be afraid of all the time. But we got this. We got this. We can do it. We don't have to let things deteriorate. We don't have to deteriorate into violence and sectarian squabbling. We don't have to burn down the institutions. Right? We got this.